everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcoming you back to Lovecraft Country and Cultist Simulator Ghoul DLC tips and tricks, and this time we're doing a live episode. And this is take two, because the first one I kind of forgot what we already did. Something that I say we were going to do was get the Fusin card. We'll be on that later. Anyways, so what we're up to this point, of course, we've gotten the three minor remnants. In other words, the ones you can pick up in the tier 2 and tier 4 dungeons. The remainder will be in tier 10 or higher dungeons, and the tier 10 dungeon I actually will have to go through every dungeon card to get the Tomb of the Shadowless Kings, because remember, all the ones that have these remnants are going to be ones associated with tombs. So if you've got the word tomb on your card, that's kind of an indicator it's one of the places you're going to go. That's going to be one of the easier ones to find once we can dig through all those cards. And of course, we do have the headquarters card, which has the hidden aspect, the hidden Mithrium, which I kind of is my second favorite headquarters because of that particular ability. It means every time I combine lore, it's a chance to grab notoriety, and considering the number of bodies we're going to be getting, and this guy being on our ass for so long, it's going to be necessary. In any case, let's get to it. Now, first things up is let's clear the board from what we were doing before. You know me, I start normal speed for the first couple of minutes to get myself back into the gear of things. Now, the next thing we're probably considering is the Vanderschaft collection, which is going to have one of the best books in it, which is known as the Gemiad. Gemiad is, of course, gives you 3 type 8 lores. You notice we have no type 8 lores except for secret histories. And it will give us a right. It also has a level 8 lantern book in there as well, but it's got a curse, which is one of my least favorite. Oops, sorry. I put the microphone in a new position primarily because I need to use a different screen for this. It's kind of weird, doing some weird stuff. For some reason, the better screen will give me a black border no matter how much I try to adjust it. Anyways, yeah, that's got a curse on it, which means I could potentially lose 1 passion card. Now I have 6 passion cards, but I hate losing cards. I really do. So, and we do have enough people to get through it, so that will be our next goal. Now, I have one other goal that I really want to pull off before we get there, so let's get to it. See, that cop has been bothering me for some time, and I have a need for a formerly, oh good god, 2 restlessness. All right, we'll have the missus handle that. Okay, so now that we have him clear, there's something that we can do at this time. Now, as you notice, hang on a second, 24 seconds, we're going to be getting back the, oh, hang on, let me get my wages of not sin. Okay, take a nap. And pause, since we don't want to be losing too much cash. We've got another 15 seconds before she's up, and what should we do with our time? Since we're not going to try to generate any notoriety, we're probably just going to have to do our boring labor again. That doesn't give us any additional cash, but it will not produce any notoriety, which our others do. Now, as for that, again, as I was stating, you can have her convert that into a fleeting memory, which of course is a non-toxic, which decays and does decay and does not become a toxic influence, which of course restlessness will, because it's jam-packed with dread. All right, boom. Okay, so Maid in the Mirror is up and running. Now, 17 seconds, 79 seconds, not going to be an issue. In a bit, we're going to be dealing with that police officer because he's been annoying me for a very long time. Ah, there it is. Sorry, got kind of panicky about, or maybe I misplayed that card, but Candlelit Mithrium. The initiates have celebrated the mysteries here, the Illusian mysteries, by the way, which are a RL secret cult. So secret, by the way, from the time of Greek and Rome, we don't know anything about them. They literally managed to keep their vow of secrecy to the last person. One person, a playwright of some note in Athens, managed to actually get that down, write that stuff down, and he got himself sacrificed hard for it. So the rule is, if you're going to make a pact with a god not to reveal secrets, don't reveal secrets. It's really a bad idea. Just toss things in there for now. Actually, what we could do is, yeah. All right, so we can start the whole slide towards getting that combination here, because once you use the Mithrium, it may detonate the hidden, which may help with the expedition or the murder I'm about to do. Okay, let's get to fast forward. I think I'm up to it now. Okay, so, my vitality. Never quite run out of vitality, you know? All right, so let's just get ready for that over there. And you are currently back in place. Check something. Oh, gods. So many windows open. Anyways, so, right, murder. All right, we need a body. Now, the restlessness, good, did not detonate again. Now, in order to create one, I've got a really, really good volunteer here. See, we can set up a meeting with an adversary, but instead of of course, my person or a designated representative, I can send a reflection of myself that has the ability to kill with touch. All right, so, boom, send an unstoppable force to murder a hunter. Unless the hunter has some unusual protection, they're already dead, but their demise may attract attention. Correct. All right, so just one of the reasons why we've started, we're going to be dealing with a lot of fallout. Okay, there goes the next restlessness. That's dread, which is a great thing to get after you get a restlessness, of course. Oh, gods. Keep it up, because if all else fails, we will attempt to use one of our heart cultists in order to be able to remove that notoriety. Because when police detectives suddenly die of a heart attack after meeting you, there tends to be awkward questions. Awkward questions that we really don't want to have to answer, so I'll be sending in one of my lawyers, which is how I consider the people who have heart, you know? We're going to have a cease and desist in this, officer, unless you can find out a cause of death that doesn't look like misadventure. We're going to have to, we will potentially sue the police department for slander. Now, okay, so let's combine these two, hopefully get that hidden activation, and we'll focus our first level 10 vault. Again, we're going to have to go through a bunch of them. We'll probably stop by a couple of them on the way to pick up some stuff, because if you're going to do a vault, you might as well do some shopping. I mean, there's really no limit to how much you can carry in the game, just, the number of cards you can keep track of. All right, so 17 cash. You should probably also, while we got a moment here, just explore library and get us spend some of that, hard-earned cash we have been using by digging ditches. And nap, because we're not doing hardcore lore at the moment. Okay. Alright, so what do we got? We got, okay, prisoner. Now, this means, of course, that the prisoner will eventually become a corpse, which is what we want it to be, but we gotta wait a while to get there. 600 seconds. Now, I can use him, by the way, for our ritual here that sacrifices the person that we send. I mean, it's a quick way for body disposal. Also, if I get the spider's gate going, that's one way, but I don't want to lose him. I want him to perish in that cage and then, die. Speaking of which, this right, though, will come in handy in just one moment. In the meantime, we're going to be sending out one of our lawyers with an earnest attempt to the cease and desist, looking after why there is a body why there's some man in our basement screaming. Maybe he likes it like that. All right. Okay. And, missed that one. It turned to dread on me, which means that, moving on, Ms. Moreland says. My stock is largely exhausted. This means we can, anytime we can now get the bookstore as a layer, which will make combining lore easier. But combining lore is not our primary thing right now. Let's sell this useless book she sent us, and she dropped us some lore. Looks like it's winter lore, and I can actually use that because I need level 6 winter lore, and all I need is an erudition. Excellent. Thank you, Ms. Moreland. I'm not quite taking over your shop yet. We'll get there. Don't worry about it. All right, so waiting for you to die. We need to get really drunk so we can get rid of that dread. So there goes some cash. Oh, well, not in the town after kidnapping a police officer. I mean, let's just face it. You kind of need a de-stress after sending off a demigoddess of death. Probably very cross with you for keep making her do your errands. Anyways, so hit it. Hello, if you're out there. Can't tell with the numbers very well what it looks like when somebody's out there. How do? Okay, where are we in all of this? Okay. Now, got one fund for the useless book. Now what we want to do is we want to dive in and get the strum. The, of course, one that gives us the ritual that we seriously need. I have to keep sacrificing people, and that's just probably better off for everybody. Okay, what do you got? Not yet an issue with the cops, so we've got enough time, hopefully, to get rid of that. I'm feeling like I need a nap. This time, let's go to Dreamland. See if we can find something useful there. Not, however, a potential fascination card. That would be bad. Oh, there we go. There's no cop. No problem. Yes, he's not reporting for duty lately. Probably not feeling that well. I mean, we haven't been feeding him down there. God, always the vitality. Alright. Cool. Again. Ooh. Whoops. Now, you went a little too far. Last thing I need is another dread for this to pop up. But I don't think we have to worry too much. Yeah, you'll pop the dread and then I'll just probably consume you somehow. Probably in the ritual, if I have the opportunity. Boom. There we go. We have now gotten away with kidnapping a police detective. Oh, well, you know, everybody needs a hobby. So, like I said, we're waiting for him to perish. God, I hope I didn't lose that. If I got distracted and lost Strum, I will be most upset. Yeah, we'll need that, however. If I lost Strum, I'll accept it. But I'll accept it as being, you know, penalty for not paying attention. I mean, this particular run has not been my top form, but on the other hand, it has shown how to deal with errors. And that's very important. Okay, so what are we looking for this time? Ooh, Poppy, yeah, we've got, don't need to talk to anybody, and we're not short in cash. Combine that later. But we'll get to level 10, then move out. Hopefully we'll get that what we need. Okay, so it's kind of interesting, by the way, when you have fascination traps open, so there's no chance in hell I'm going to be able to do that. This will pop into a dread if I don't do something about it. Again, the usual. Well, the thing is, despair will abate. It will go back to 0, and that'll be fine. And if I get a fascination, the dread card will temporarily act as a buffer by grabbing it, or if it dissipates entirely. Dread trap is not coming up, so we're good there. It's amazing how you can plan all these things just from knowing what's going to happen. That's one of the big things. Okay, we got a new book. It's in Greek. We can handle Greek. All right. So, again, cross your fingers that we didn't lose Strum. I will, like I said, go without that particular ritual if necessary. Whoops. Okay, so what do we got? Huh. Another one? Grab it. Okay, so do I want to talk to anybody? I mean, seriously, I guess not. Now, I can talk to Miss Narnina about despair, but that actually, dread, but that actually increases dread, which, you know, is not what we're shooting for here. Okay, so don't have the right ritual, unfortunately. I mean, this one, I don't think, does it have influence? Is instrument and lore. I'm not sacrificing lore. Okay, so let's see. Could just, all right, if it comes to it, we will pop some more Xantax, or as aka opium, in this timeline, and get rid of our dread that way. In the meantime, let's go. And boom. Oh god, didn't trigger the hidden. Unfortunate. Alright, come on and die, dude. Ooh. Yeah. Got the cash, let's get it. And another fleeting remembrance. Probably should start thinking, ooh, what's the... Yep, there's the hidden. Now, the hidden may seem it's a little odd right now because there's level 10. Because even if I've got 180 seconds when the hidden detonates to be able to grab any notoriety I want off the board. Now, normally, I cannot get a expedition done, even the smallest ones, in 180 seconds. So it doesn't work well for that unless you have an expedition already going. What you can do, however, let's see, do we have one? We don't have level 8 lore yet, unfortunately. But we can... Sylvia. What we can do, by the way, is we can set up one of our cult businesses, in this case burglary, which is what the moth people do, in order to be able to get more stuff. Now, one other option, by the way, since I got the body, I've got the oncoming body issue here. Ooh, well, 51 seconds. I'll definitely be able to get that in place, so we don't have to worry about the dread trap. This is still at 6. Okay, now back to what I was saying. Yeah, what we can do is we can A, take burglary, B, kill somebody. And both of them will give us stuff. The killing person gives you, of course, a body to go with it, which can be its own issue. But we don't have to worry quite yet about that. And like I said, I do have use for a body, and he's unfortunately, you know, like most police, unfortunately, he eats well. So he's going to take some time to actually perish down there, or maybe I'll just get the spider gate and be done with it. In any case, let's see. Was this again? Practical experience. Oh, we can combine this one. Great. All right. So in the meantime, since I need a body with somebody, I want to We got you. This screws up. You get, well, if you get wounded, you're actually more used to me. So I'm sending out Rose to go murder someone and take their stuff. Are you okay? No, I thought you'd kill somebody, but apparently no. No killing. No, it's unfortunate. Okay, let's see. And if we combine these two, we get the erudition going, and we can possibly drop another hidden if necessary. All right. Yeah, you can see how this particular hidden aspect on a headquarters can really benefit you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, cool. You go there. Now, it's also random because she will take whatever possessions the person has on them when they're abducted. All right, so got the book. Good. Kind of lost track of that one. All right, so yeah. Teach me right not to pay attention. Strum was lost. Don't need the Greek reader. And sometimes I'm a little masochistic in these games. I mean, I play XCOM 2 and up the difficulty level with mods. Because I kind of can. And it's actually... Some of those mods out there really should be part of the mainstream game. Because, oh my god, they're great. Okay. Alright, so this is a 6-pointer. We get to a 2-pointer. Should be able to get rid of it, hopefully, without messing up the... Yeah, we'll be able to get rid of it. Alright, so... speaking of which, since I'm paying attention, maybe I'll just back off there for a second and find something in the Rending Mountains. Alright, cool. Right then, for cash, doing lousy normal work. Just keep it rolling. Alright. There's the dread trap, there's that. Pay attention. Just boom. Alright, so what we're going to do is put the erudition here. We're going to do our usual here of... Ooh, I might not be able to do this. I might require... So gods. Yeah, I can't do this, unfortunately, because I need a 6 when it comes to that. I should... Ugh. Never enough time to do everything that you need. Okay, I got that part. Enough time to do what you need. So, I guess we're gonna get drunk again? Or worse fates. Meantime, let's get the combo here so we get another hidden up and going. In case I need it. Alright, go. Okay, waiting on circles to move, which is, part of this game. And let's put this over here with the other book. Right then, and boom. Boom. As you can see, the notoriety goes right into the trap. And... Okay, I guess I should send it... Well, my apologies on that. It's been a while since I've kidnapped people, since I've done a lantern run, because you need prisoners for that. So apparently we're going to have a line of people waiting to starve to death. Ugh, gods. Oh well. Live and learn. We didn't think we got one fun from that too. Oh well. She kidnapped somebody poor. I didn't give precise orders, so I'm really not going to be that upset with her. I was looking for a body. She thought I wanted to have, a living body. We can go with that. I can forgive her. Alright. The Eye of Ikarawi, or whatever you want to call that. Gods. Ooh. It is one of the more interesting ones. Let's see. I gotta double check my notes here. Dude, I've got so many expeditions that I want to do. Rending Mountains. It's actually not bad. Probably break off of it too, but I'm not sure I want to spend the time. It's always gotta be careful with your time in this game. There's always so much to do, and sometimes you need to be careful about when you're gonna do it. Now, speaking of which, since I need more lore, I also dive back in. Okay, what do we got here? Oh yeah, that again. Boom, go. Speaking of which, fascination, we should be fine. Just don't go to where the fascination trap goes. And the question is, do we progress with an expedition? Because, again, that will cause notoriety, but we hopefully will be able to fake grabbing another hidden on that one. And if we are going to do it, we're going to have to do the Vandershift collection so I can finally get to the next parts of the Mansis and speed up our ability to be able to get really good lore. Now, if we're going to be doing the Mansis, I believe... Oh, gods. No, don't do that. Alright. Oh my. Oh, hang on a second. There we go. sorry. Stop bumping into the microphone. Okay, so let's see. The shelf collection, I could probably do it with a combination of Forge and Winter, or Forge and Heart. I've got 10 Forge, I've got 10 both Heart and Winter, so we can do this. So in order to do it, however, we're going to be using more cash. We're going a little low on that. So we do the combination. I want to get through probably the Forge part first, and that's of course indicating that we need to get our cult back up. But I'm still trying to avoid too much reputation. Alright, start that. We get that combination. Now we're going to lock in the Winter people, just because it's just a suspicion on me, but I usually fail more often with the Heart people than I do the when I do the Winter people when it comes to dealing with curses. I know it's coded precisely the same. I know this. I truly do. I just kind of weird about it, okay? We all have our little superstitions when it comes to games like this. Okay, health's back up. Odds. Come on. There we go. Alright, so in this particular case, we want to... What do we got? Restlessness. We can live with that. Dread's back up and running. Oh, great. We're going to have 2 Dread. I'll turn that into another fleeting remembrance. Keep the talk function open to do so, of course. We got a couple of minutes to go with that. Erudition. Okay then. What do we got here? Expedition continues. Let's send in Auclair. Deal with the Restless Dead because she's probably into necromancy. Hey, necromancy is a great hobby. You know, the dead, they're always around. You don't have to worry about, you know, as I like to say, you don't have to worry too much about, you know, them having other things to do. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean it. Just a joke. Yeah. It's inappropriate. The dead can be sometimes, you know, offended by comments like that. Alright, so, what do we got? More vitality. Gods. I feel so ashamed about letting all this dread drop when I have this vitality ready to counter it. But again, I'm juggling too many plates. Alright, so. Hey. Back to the dream realm. We can go now. See, I don't think we have a fascination trap up. Better not. Oh, we do have a fascination trap up. Don't worry, we got more than enough fleeting remembrance to take care of the situation. Okay, so there it goes. Unfortunately, it means we don't take the dread, and we're going to have another restlessness soon, and we're going to be sick, and I hate you all. Yep, there it goes. Pause. Yeah, okay, drop me another one of those. Lovely, lovely. Oh, did we pass the test? Yeah. Oh, for God's sakes, we fail the door. Come on, guys. You're supposed to be locksmiths. Unsmith some locks. Wait, add another follower. Okay, Pawn, you're in. Send me in, coach. Send me in, coach. You're in, coach. Alright, so yeah, restlessness. Ditch that. Yeah, just to me, the music increase pace when things get worse. Be 1 second. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that dread. It will decay before a dread trap pops up. Oh well. Yeah. Back to the salt mines. Okay. Anyways. Back to lore diving. We'll get one eventually. Alright. Okay, so we'll have to wait a little bit to see whether or not we grab another hidden card to be able to grab the expedition. There's the sickness, and there's the cop. Timing's not super bad on that one. He'll lose his attention shortly. Thing is, we need to ditch the bodies quickly. All right, so that we converted that back into a fleeting remembrance rather than a restlessness card. Thank you, Mrs. Oh, God, what do I do without her? Oh yeah, live a sane life. Now, let's keep it open for now in case we need to do something drastic. Okay, blinking a light, we've got that one down. 30 seconds or so, we're going to have that issue, but... Alright, so... Health is down, back through here again. Like I said, not the most engaging of careers, but it does keep us out of trouble. Oh, wait. Okay, I don't need to add anybody. Will, however, just so we increase the odds if something goes wrong, that it's a red shirt that takes the hit from the undead. We can get restlessness. Again, as I was noting before. Oh, gods. Erudition. Should I? Could I? Would I? Type 3. This one's down, plus I think we've got... Yeah, I could just right now, once we get through this, and I'll boost my reason up. Now, should I get the Grim one or the Studious Mind one? Now, this one's actually a question, because... There's 8. Oh god, I'm so low on the lore. Ugh. The question being on this one is if I do this combining Grim... the Grim Mind, of course, goes with the Grim test, and that's for Winter and Edge. On the other hand, where is it? Illumination? Nope, that's not good. Rarefied Mind will do Illumination, and Illumination is proving to be a small problem here. So it is possible that I may want to forego my usual strategy, and we will simply go into the Rarefied Mind one. Now, this means that I'm foregoing getting the bookshelves for a while, because the bookshelves are usually what I do this for. So, like I said, a lot of this game is, of course, finding alternate routes for the same purpose. For example, we've got no idea if I may have to give up the my favorite ritual for all this. Okay, so you and you mate and die together. All right, so what do we got? Logistical difficulties. Ugh, gods. You guys are just going to... This is probably like some restaurant bill I'm covering. I mean, I'll give it to them. I'm not going to be terribly upset. They are risking life, limb, and soul to be able to get what I want. It would just be rude not to at least give the condemned a last meal. Okay, where are we in all of this? Alright. Oh good, we almost got... He's almost dead. And you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Alright, we call upon the Elegast, who knows nothing more can be taken. That's right, the Death God sent us. So he told you to behave. So you stay down there in the dark, whining. Oh god, somebody get Persephone. Place has gone to hell, literally. I saw there's the curse of the heart for a second. I was like, oh shit, what happened? Right then. No cop. And we got a contentment to go with it. Not that we'll probably use it, but it's good to have at least. I'm upset that it's not a memory card. To me, it should be a memory card. Really should. Okay, so yeah. Almost there. Almost got you. I like, by the way, that we have different aspect combinations for different prisoners. So we've got like weary detectives, got 5 lantern, 3 heart, and 3 grail. Grail probably means he parties hard. Yeah, a lot of cops are lushes, by the way. Let's see. There's one person who worked at a hotel, and they had a cop convention there, and they said, I will fucking quit before ever doing anything like that again, because they'd completely trashed the place. Because, of course, they're cops. Who's going to arrest them? All right, so... Or influences. Teasing me here. Okay, so... Alright, Treasure's Lab before us, which means it is time to unleash our lawyers. What do we call Dorothy? Yeah, we gotta figure out a name for these 3. Last names for these 3 so we can get, do we catch him and how? You know what I mean? Do we fleece him and how? That was it. That was like the Three Stooges idea of the a legal firm, which of course I think works perfectly. Ooh. We're gonna do this, aren't we? Yep. You are looking a little thin there, my friend. And finally we get to eat someone. It's episode 5. We should have had this happen a while back. And by the way, it's an ingredient. Yes, 3 winter, 3 grail. And of course I can make it raised from the dead if I really want. Okay, so we gotta ditch this. Nope. It's a continued reputation card equivalent to a notoriety in the painted chamber. Okay, so yeah, once we get through 38 seconds from now, we will, of course, begin our descent into cannibalism, which is, you know, why we clicked on this thing to begin with. We're going to eat people. All right. No, I don't want to dream. I want to work. I know. We all want to dream rather than work, but, you know, bills. Stop it. Sigh. Back to work. Okay. You take a nap. Working and napping at the same time. Now that's a fucking skill in magic. Oh my god. Oh my god, did I just screw myself there? It's a reputation card, I forgot. Hard people can grab it. So timing is important in this, and now we got a notoriety just lying there. Wow. Man, did we mess up. Keep making these bloody mistakes. Anyways, we gotta sort out some stuff here. Alright, so the Watchful Chantrust, I believe, is a level 8 when it comes to Lantern. Either that or the Gemiad would be the great thing to use, but once we get the study icon back, now that we don't have the capacity to get rid of, oh my god, the vitality is just overflowing. Which is a good thing, really. Come right down to it. And then 6-point influence Moth, which I don't think is going to be able to use too well. Although I got to find out what combination we need to use it for to subvert. Got off the top of my head. Meantime, however, we're going to be a little busy. Thank you. I want to lose the erudition lesson learned that we just got, and writer illumination. We're going to be using that for the illumination challenges, which we could have a few in a bit. And I believe this one is Aramaic, but we already have Aramaic. No, we don't. No Aramaic card. Oh, good. That was better than usual. That's going to give us Forge by the color. This is going to be sold. So, sell. No, actually, duh. You just said I needed it. What I'm going to do is, while I've got a moment, try to see if I've screwed up or not. I don't need a poetry book, thanks. I think we screwed up. Don't know for sure, but oh my god. I wanted that corpse, damn it. And of course you succeed. Thanks. You know, Dorothy, you really take orders poorly. Didn't tell you to bury the body. I told you to cover our tracks. Ugh. Minions. What the hell are they good for? Okay, 211 seconds, which means if I pop Dorothy in there to try to grab that notoriety, then there's a chance we'll be able to, then it will be before this guy turns dead. You know, which is an occupational hazard around my cult. Okay. Don't want to be a medium anymore. I want to be a ghoul. Ugh. So much to ask. I just want to eat people. Yes, I want to eat you, dude, in there. Yeah. This dude, by the way, 3 lantern, 3 and 3, which means he's not as smart as the detective. And of course, the person who kidnapped them was under orders to kill them. So he's not the dumbest person in the room. Rose, I'm looking at you. Nothing. Consequences of poor behavior. Alright, so. Got it, good. Alright, so now we have this. We'll start combining the lore for things like Lantern. Now, what I could do is I could start using this combo in order to get up to 8, but I'm going to have 8 in a moment anyways, so, Yeah, first things first. If we've got nothing... Oh, we see what we've got here. What combination can we put in here? Oh, erudition lesson learned. Didn't know that one. Erudition lesson learned. Lantern. Fascination. Aha! I'll upgrade to a 6, but hey, I'll live with it. Hit it! Don't know exactly what I'm doing. I think I'm getting rid of... making this... just delaying the inevitable, but I will delay it. That's what all life is, denying inevitability. Dying, of course. Just a regular poetry book. Now, you need to die. I'm short on lore. Into the abyss we go. Luckily, we did not get that curse dropped on those from the collection, and we've got to consider our next. Okay, yeah, that put it back to 6, but what am I looking for now? Lantern is the one that can counter it. You know, I actually can get Lantern. If I pop in... Let's see, funds. That'll give me 2 Lantern in 30 seconds, I think. Which then will allow me to do this and make it a 10-point Lantern. But I don't need a 10-point Lantern influence because that'll just become a fascination. So it's not really helpful. Yes, and we have the Secret History tool, which is good for one summoning, Teresa, but also you can use it to find items. If you bury it underground by using the the travel verb, then it will come up as a random item. I particular top of my head. It's not super useful. I think it's like the Spintra and a couple other items they have a possibility of doing. It's kind of funny, but I might do it a bit. But first things first, let's get Aramaic out of the way. And then, what do we do for expeditions? Now, we don't really have anything useful unless I'm really looking for much here. So let's keep the expeditions for the moment offhand. And we probably should think about setting things up. Now, if this, this is not going to become notoriety off the top of my head. Bit in an Oxygen Strum. Oh, thank goodness. Let's go. Oh, I did not miss it for all. Hopefully all I missed was like a book of essays or something. Speaking of which, we gotta pay our bills there. Alright, so yeah, let that work, please. Where are we over here? Okay, Dread. Doing okay in the Dread department. Haven't seen that for a bit. Come on, die, dude. Die, die, die! Alright, so we are not expediting until this person dies. Strum, thank you. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Alright, let's get that going. As soon as we get our Aramaic card done, then Gemiad, and then we can consider where we want to go. Oh, wait. Meantime, let's just sell the junk we stole from the collection. Probably just like old books. Necro Wedum? I don't know, it's probably not important. Just put it into the, oops. Just put it over there. With the rest of the books that are kind of mumbling in the darkness quietly to themselves. Okay, so what are we looking at? We are looking at probably going back in and trying to get more lore to combine with that. Until, of course, we get the book that we are looking for. Okay. Alright. Ish. Bills to pay, bills to pay, bills to pay. Aramaic. Excellent. Now we've got 5 cards down. So, next combination is probably 90 seconds to get the Gemiad, but it's 8 lore across the board. So, let's just start consolidating like crazy. Scene. Go. And nod. Okay, start the translation. Okay. Dread trap active. Next trap is romance, which can be a trap in its way, yes. Breathe. Sounds of silence. Burn the chat. Well, it is like the middle of the night. This is Insomnia Theater I'm currently playing. So I can't, you know, be upset nobody's here because, you know, frankly, I shouldn't even be here. Alright, you go over here. Okay, back to work. Keep up that pumping heart. Tell me you're not becoming the cop. And we have a fascination trap going, but we do have... Oh, let the restlessness burn. This will drop out. Yeah, and we'll be able to... Now, we'll use the fascination combo there. In the meantime, you. Do your thing. Do your thing. Nothing? You gave me nothing? I probably deserved it. Okay, so... Yeah. Travel cards are going to go a bit unused for the moment. Now, read it. God, I love that book. Sheer poetry. Like I said, we'll go over it at some point when... Okay. Ooh, we got a problem here. Should not have done that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use Silicana's ability to make this prisoner not turn into a body, because otherwise the cops will grab him, and then it's like they really aren't big into finding dead bodies everywhere. Okay, so get that done. More vitality, gods. All right, so now we have to do this while the prisoner is still alive. Otherwise, the moment she stops in 60 seconds from now, she will dump it right into the cop's hands. We're going to have to do it again because we need to do this for 100 seconds. It kind of sucks. Always with the timing on this one. This game has not been good for timing, but for doing tips and tricks games, actually having a relatively bad run by the RNG gods, are, you know, dark lords of content and data, then this isn't actually that bad of a thing to happen. I need to get succumbs done at some point, though. All right, so let's just keep going. All right, so prisoners are not reputation cards. They will not trigger the cops, and we'll see where exactly we are in the cycle, because if they make it to the quite possible with no evidence, the cycle will short circuit quickly. We can hope on that. Never hope for too long. All right, so while we're here, yeah, bye. I don't like to keep you guys around. Breathe. All right, there it goes. 8 seconds goes by, and boom, we're good. So we can actually let the prisoner die now. Oh, fascination trap. Who could see that coming? Oi, move. Okay, so yeah, a lot of this is damage control. I've said that repeatedly. All right. Yes, you're about to die, and I'm about to get the study verb back. Okay, I love the Gemiad. Gemiad reminds us the witch and sister has been known to manifest as the sister and witch, and I will go over that when we get to the gods in the Legends of Lore 1. This face may heal, the other face is always hungry. It implies connection, very Grailish, connection between the witch and sister and the hours of the wood, especially the secret keeper known as the Velvet, which is the moths and personification, but it's ambiguous whether the witch and sister is the wood hour proper. It speaks at length about the sadness of the two who are one, the selfish, and the sadness comes from their time as flesh. Long story there. Yeah, you'll notice the book remains, by the way, because it is, in fact, a 2-point knock tool. It's actually quite nice. Okay, now we've also got an additional ritual, which we will go over at some point. We also need to get strong, but the first thing we want to do is let those 7.5 seconds go. Oh, wait, hang on. I will organize these guys. And the moment that unlocks... Where are we here? Heart. We have the unlock for... the spider store, which is 8 Grail as well as 8 Light and 8 Knock. So not only that, we're going to be using Knock's special ability to boost us to try to get to the 10 mark on this one. Because you have to do that or we have to do 10 Lantern. It's probably easier to do Knock since it will combine with any other portion of lore. Now, let's let this guy die. Got it. All right, finally. Let's take the formula of the elixir Zubium. I have a secret mixture of honey and asphodel, powdered ivory, and a mottled fungus which grows only where the dead are buried. Okay, we'll put that there, put the corpse there, put the funds there, and our temptation to eat people here. The first taste. I will... Oh my gods. No! No. Stop fighting me. Not pretty. Yeah, I've also liked the fact we have to pay for this. I'm guessing we need a lot of ketchup for a corpse. Oh, you did it again, you little bastard. You did it again, and I am so ashamed of you. I need to read this. Oh, gods. Let's try this again, shall we? Funds. And... temptation. There we go. I will dine alone, or not exactly alone. Boom. Force of will. I require passion. It is difficult. I've got to make myself eat it. It's difficult to begin. I find that I have to concentrate my will into a jagged thing like a stone spearhead, but with each mouthful it gets easier. Long pork. Oh gods, we're gonna have the cannibalism jokes now. I will find the alpaca song in a moment. Okay, we gotta be careful not to lose this, because I really don't want to lose this text. Okay. Each of us, I wrote later in my journal. Oh, I love it. We have a journal. This is what the cops will use to convict us later. Or somebody else will read and to find lore, which is kind of interesting. It's a continuous chain. May a memory of a moment when things changed forever, though at the time we never knew it. Perhaps the world also has these memories. This is again being that narrative is the fuel of the world. In other words, the creation itself, the mantis in this case, everything exists off the memories, the narratives that we create. So therefore, by becoming the ghoul, by consuming the rough form of a person and all the memories it has buried in it, we streamline that information through us and into the dark gods of death to be recorded. Yeah, it's a public service. I recall that I'll lay down my pen and stared out past the window to the dark, but I have forgotten the other side of that moment. Perhaps I wiped my mouth. Perhaps I licked my lips. Okay, so we now have dedication, remembrance, the cool wind that blew when the sun was red, and lo, the voice that the waves once used, the shapes that lope beside us in the snow, all crushed behind the flat glass of time while we visit what I've lost. This is the taste to be ripe and strange. It is aspect the claws of memory beneath the soil bones and the bones of memory in the memory colors. Remember what I said earlier about the ghoul's ability, what he's doing, because the memories are the made in the mirrors thing. Now the memories we extract go to the made in the mirror, which in the case is Miss Naina, who is of course our handler on the other side of the veil, or other side of the mirror, or the side of the painting, and how you want to put it to it. She takes that, but what we take is the essence. Remember, everything in this game practically has a indication of essence. In other words, like passion, of course, has two moth. What we are doing is we're taking the essence of what is no longer needed out there, the dead bodies, the dead world, whatever we want to. We are consuming it, bringing it back into the pure essence that created it, and then, of course, digesting and passing it back, into the void to be reborn again. And of course, we're having lunch too. All right, formula Exlier Bazom, the formula which quickens the memories of decaying flesh in the bellies of the living. Such a thing could not exist without the consent of both the flower maker, of course, desire, and the Elegast, and the assistance of one more power besides. I'll let you think about it. Elegast is for memory, flower maker is for flesh. But what's the last hour? Any of you out there know the lore? Down in the comments below, take a guess. I've got my own guess, and I'll go over that in the next episode, but I want to see what your idea is. Which of the dark gods of this universe is assisting us, besides the Devourer, Flower Maker, and the Lord of Memories, the Elegast, in this consumption? And why are we afraid to speak that name? Anyways, pop it out. All right, so we've got it now. Now, from now on, when we go restlessness, we want to eat. Now that I have tasted the graveyard fruit, my hunger comes often to trouble me. My mouth waters at the fragrance of decay, and my belly growls like a dog. Reduce this by feeding on remnants. Do not ever permit to eat 7, or the game may end, and not pleasantly. We will eat ourselves, or we become a ghoul out of control, or God knows what else. If I'm very unlucky, we'll find out. Anyways, as expected. Now this is a memory card. What's going to be interesting is what happens when I pop it out. Because I want to see what we do with the medium card. This might actually trigger a cop, but, you know, we just ate somebody, so not a problem, actually. I think I got rid of that. All right. Okay, so let's grab the medium card, put in something unexpected. Clandestine reputation. Looks like it's going to be the same. Let's go for it. Wait, what's a... Remember you did something unexpected. It does not do for oracles to be too predictable. What does that mean? Might actually get more money out of this one. And this, of course, desire. This will go, of course, the this, and of course the feast, which is going to be the body. Now, or boom, one of our other remnants. Notice it has the same remnant. So we can either use a body, and by the way, if we really ever need to get a body, search for promising cemeteries, prowl the streets, seeking places of burials which are close but not too close, populous but not too busy. Yep, we can go out looking for dead people anytime we want to get another corpse, because it's kind of necessary, really, because, you know, we kind of need this. But in the meantime, let's translate something to try to keep the let's try not to think too hard about what we just did, or we're going to have some serious morning regrets, because we are no longer human. We are a ghoul. Wonder if it comes with the tractable teeth. Probably doesn't. Probably use a fork and spoon. All right, so when we finally get through with this one right here, because I believe that will allow me to right, never mind. That will give me another light combination, which we can always use. And what do we got here? Okay, so restlessness, again, I'm going to show you becomes a hunger. I'm going to let it become a hunger, and then I'm going to eat something to show it go down. Because I have those 4 morsels over there. Now, I could immediately take the morsels over here that we got from our expeditions. And there we go. And there. Start. Boom. In dreams. Okay, with only thirst to guide me. Okay, we'll do this. Got it. All right, so we're going to have the next door open if we never need to really get rid of somebody. 2 funds, and we got a 6-point lore. Oh, shit. I should have read that one. I'm so used to just burning through that medium card. Don't worry. We'll have other remnants. We'll do other things. But yes, what happens is that we can actually absorb Forgotten Chronicles. And you remember, we also have the option of being able to get that hidden card dropped out, which is going to be interesting. In the meantime, cash is at 13. What do you want to do? We're going to go back to this. So the Mystique card, which means we've got 5 cycles before where it can summon a cop back again. On the other hand, I can pretty much get rid of that cop pretty easily and possibly eat him. But in the meantime, we should probably work our way towards getting the next set. It's going to be interesting. I can use the illumination card here. That might actually make the most sense, because a 10 point... All right, if I had to choose between 10 points of lore for... brainless. Okay, 10 points of lore for the last door of the Mansis, and I've got to choose between Knock and Lantern, and not necessarily the other one, which... Oh, yeah, Edge, which really has much less use. I'll choose the Lantern one, because 10-point Lantern lore is useful, of course, for summoning Teresa. We have the tool over here, and all we would need is somebody to knock, which... Or knock... We could figure something out. Anyway, so... That being said, let's... Oh, yeah, by the way, the one we just got. We have Invocation, which is lore. We have Influence, which we always have plenty of, and Offering. This means, however, that the ingredient and not the influence is what burned off, which makes it not one of my favorite rights. So again, once we get the opportunity, we'll grab Strum. Okay, in the meantime, let's get hungry. All right. And boom. All right, so let's do that for the 8-point on Lantern. Deep breath. All right, so that's going to give us the hunger. Exotic cravings, when hunger drives us. Oh, never more so real as now. Okay, this means, by the way, we can't get a normal restlessness card. The hunger that grows in dark earth. The taste, the peculiar taste, the taste which is neither fair nor foul. It comes to trouble my mouth again. My tongue will swell, my lips will blacken. The elixir has set its spores within me, and only the dead flesh can. Yes, we are currently infected by a flesh-eating fungus that demands that we consume other people, and oh my god, we are the prequel for The Last of Us. Yeesh. Apparently, well, they really needed to solve the whole problem was enough points in lore, and they could have become ghouls rather than those the infected, as they called them then, because calling them zombies of calling them fungus zombies just isn't as terrifying. All right. And we're not going to the spider store because I don't have a prisoner to sacrifice. I'm not going to kill one of you guys. You guys are too useful down there, all right? You're not doing much, mind you. There we are. 2. It's going to keep coming at us. Come at me, bro. Anyway, so we got 2 hunger. Let's drop it down 1, shall we? And may never be able to get it down exactly to 0. The Watchful Tantra. And we've got another Watchman's Sorrow, which really doesn't help, unfortunately, but we do have the 8 points of Lantern lore. Okay, so we can begin the long climb to get 10 Lantern to be able to get to the last one. So, which, yeah, basically means we're going to be doing a lot of reading. All right, hit it, guys. In the meantime, we'll just keep combining. We'll just keep trying to dive into the lesser door. Ooh, whoops. Should have done the eating bit. Sorry about that. If necessary, I'll skip ahead. Oh, Dread. Great. And you. Everything just happens at once, doesn't it? Anyways. Meanwhile... Alright, so, yeah. What we're going to do is keep the... Right, so it's... Yeah, let's see. 50 seconds. Yeah, we should be alright here. If I can keep this going. If not, I'll just kill the cop. I really don't care that much. I can use the body. Alright, move it up. Yeah, waiting on these things can be such a pain in the ass sometimes, especially if I feel like I'm forgetting something. Never want to forget anything in this game too easily. Ooh, cool. Now we got 3. Alright, starting to add up. Alright, so we have the erudition that might get lost in the shuffle, but in the meantime, let's eat somebody. And we'll eat that. Okay, feast on a remnant. I'll ground it to powder to get it down. This, of course, is the bone fragment we got from one of the places. Now, this will give us a memory, that grand memory, which will not, in fact, decay. We can use it over and over again. In the meantime, there. Now, see, this is about to become an officer of the potential officer of the law issue. So, what we need to do, grab this, grab that. Painting's gonna be more important later, and you get in there. I've got plenty of vitality. Hopefully, this will keep it off out. There we go. It's got you got 8 seconds, so you need to get rid of it, and you are the restlessness. Great. We'll be burning through those remnants pretty quick. I'll be sticking out the graveyard. And boom. No, I think we weren't going to be looking for any special things. 21 seconds, 20 seconds. Let this be timed right. Oh, here we go. I have a savage memory inherited from who knows how many feasts. A sand-covered memory ready to paint. The furious memory. Long after the cause for rage is past, the rage endures. Here's a memory of a wrong done before the iron was tamed. Paint this memory to bring you the full awareness. Memory. We remember the dead until we forget them. Well, yes. But you also notice, by the way, that we're back down to 1 hunger. And again, this is kind of going to be how it goes for a bit. We do not want it to be for 7. Ever get to 7, but we'll play with it a bit. I mean, the thing is, every time I grab a body, oh, I love the fact the memory went right back to where the piece was. The memory. And we'll tell you what, let's get episode probably coming to an end relatively soon, but once we get past the painting bit, and I probably should do the whole combining stuff here while I can. All right, boom. There you go. Okay, once we get past that part. Oh, God, good. The second cycle. Gonna be okay. Great. Oh, good. Great. I just painted my sin for some, hopefully some money. Oh, no. Okay, we'll get 1 cash when that's done. Oh, well. Keep burning out. And we don't... Oh, God. We're going to go hungry again. In the meantime... Yeah, we're going to generate another mystique here, but we can do this up to 4, if you recall. Addition is performed. Let's see. 2 richer wine. I really want to speak of the colors that were lost. Ooh, this could be notoriety. Now that would be fun. Well, not fun, you know what I mean? It will make things more challenging. Alright. We got... Ooh, nothing at this point. Okay, so... Alright, so... Alright, so... And boom. Yep. Notoriety. That's why you don't do it. The client stumbles from the room. I don't think they understood a quarter of what I said, but they'll have a story to tell. Unfortunately true. And they only gave us 1 money. 1 for that? But you notice, by the way, it doesn't actually get consumed. Now, we have told them of something that we definitely never want anybody to ever speak of again. Now, we have an opportunity here, so I will... We don't need a body immediately, so I will... Let's see, it's Leo, it's your turn. I'll do the usual combo to try to get rid of it. Now, there's a good chance I could get the Mystique instead, but this is a chance we're going to have to take 50-50, and if I time it right and put it in the painting, or immediately, I'll have to leave this going for the moment, immediately when it gets to that point, it will grab the notoriety instead. Combo, there you go. There you go, good sir. Dead bodies aren't much fun. Well, they are if you can make sandwiches out of them. So, yes, we've had our first couple of tastes. 1 bone and 1 flesh. Alright, so, aha, that worked. And you are telling me that I do not have to worry about the cops quite yet. Okay, we'll get to the... That mark is fine. We will then paint with 1 mystique, so it makes sure to grab the notoriety. Yeah, throw a vitality in. Forgot to lose it anyways. Alright then. Okay, and since we're gonna need more of this stuff anyways, whoop, sorry. Microphone's a new spot. If its sound quality is different, good or bad, please let me know. Boom, that guarantees you get the notoriety because we have hidden the mystique within the painting process. Okay, so yeah, just keep going, keep going. Alright then. Alright, so, oh, you bastard. Do we have the time? Oof, just barely. Clavette, your turn. I hate it when you guys can do this properly. That's why the heart cult can be so good, but so limited elsewhere. Alright, so the problem is we got 2 mystique. We've got that mystique now. The ring's not bad. Alright, so we wait on this. 54 seconds. 54 seconds. This will allow us to do this if we time it just right. Oh, God. I'm not even in danger, and I'm really... tripping over myself here. Alright, good. This combination's back together. We'll need another... Oops, nope. We'll need another Edie, just in case. Formula. That. And... Feast upon a remnant. This will not be an easy meal. Well, it is a skull. There's no meal to that, really. I mean... there's some basic marrow in there, but... Honestly, mostly it's just... Oh, good. Alright, so... I should probably bring up the cult again. Not sure exactly when I do that, because when I bring up the cult, I am guaranteed to get issues. Alright, splendid memory. The sun was brighter once, no warmer, but with light-held colors we may no longer see. Now, again, it's a poor idea to actually use this for our mediumship. Now, using it for a regular body, you see you've got this back down to 1 hunger again. This is going to be a continual dance, by the way. And I still, let's see, 10 seconds, 19 seconds. We should be able to do this. Let me get this combo here before I'm thinking about it. All right. So, what? Yeah, you go in there. Boom, done. Meantime, boom. Same combo as before. Hey, throw a glimmering in this time. Hopefully Chucklehead can get that damn notoriety out of my way. I'm not doing anything else with it at the moment. Because, oh, not yet. More hunger. Well, there goes the 3rd remnant. Gonna have to start hunting for bodies again. Oops, and yeah, we'll leave that open for the necessity of eating in a bit. Although I really could if I wanted to, since I've still got 1 hunger here. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can get below 1 hunger, so I'm gonna let the hunger pop up. 1 more before I get rid of it again. Yeah. As you can see, this is an entirely different dynamic than what you're used to when it comes to the standard. And tell you what, while we're waiting on the restlessness, let's just get to our other stuff. There you go. There you go. Got some old books we should be kicking around. Probably need to get the lantern up too. Now, I might take some time between this episode and the... Oh, thank you, Clovette. Okay, Clovette, you're my favorite right now. Just remember that. Next to Renata, you're my favorite. Okay. So, yeah, as you can see, we've got kind of a mess going on here, but we did make some progress, especially towards the Ghoul Hood. Now, we need to get the remaining remnants, and as you can see, I have to do a lot of grinding, or I have... And to do, first of all, get through these, and second of all, to get to level 10 when it comes to Lantern. This will be probably something I do between episodes, because it's not going to be a lot to watch. Basically, I'm going to be eating corpses and combining lore, which, you know, could get monotonous after a while. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed this little run of Cultist Simulator Ghoul DLC. And as you can see, once you start dealing with a separate dynamic of dealing with bodies, because each body is a reputation thing and each remnant, of course, is hard to get. So balancing it out is going to be kind of interesting. Now, I can't, of course, have a corpse lying around. Now, what I will do is I will, upon occasion, use one of my winter cultists to be able to grab bodies directly. Forgot the goddamn knife cultists do not kill their people, they kidnap them. But yeah, Eclair and Violet have access to bodies. Eclair is a poisoner, while Violet is a euthanasia enthusiast working at a rest home. Yeah, that's about as nightmare fuel as you think it is, and it's not uncommon. Yeah, sleep well on that one. In any case, this is like the Fantastic World saying farewell from Lovecraft Country, and... well, I will see you next time. Now, there's a bunch of stuff going on. We're approaching 750, which means, of course, that we're approaching the unlocking of the Chancellor Palpatine Lantern Run, which is me basically going off my meds and doing crazy stuff like taking over corporations, mass murdering people, corrupting the Bureau, or aka the Jedi Order, to my will, and taking over the universe, if possible. And then, of course, if you're one of the people who also is following me for the... following me for Secret World Legends, 725 unlocked, of course, the South African campaign, which will be done after Lust from Beyond is done, probably sometime late fall, if I can judge properly. So, at the moment, that's where things stand. Of course, every 50 on either one will produce an additional unlock. Plus, of course, if you're on the Twitch side of things, if we get up to 50 Twitch followers, we will have, God's willing, and the internet rates don't go up, we will have a half and half marathon where there will be 2 2-hour blocks that I will allow the Twitch followers to vote on which games I have the appropriate to do so. Everything from XCOM 2 to Stardew Valley, to which, by the way, is Lovecraftian, and I can prove it. I do have the receipts. To one of the other crazy things I have kicking around in my on my hard drive. So, in that case, I will see you next time.
What am I supposed to do? But sink my teeth in you.